My first time. It's a tag video. Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Sheila. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're not already subscribed, I would love to have you. So please hit that subscribe button and join this beautiful community. Well, those who have been with me know I absolutely love to do tag videos. I first saw this tag video weeks ago, and it was done by Monika from MONIKA'S Beauty and Lifestyle. And I commented on her video. I loved hearing her answers, and she encouraged me to do it. Well, I didn't feel like I could because I've led a pretty, boring, uneventful, and sheltered life growing up. So I didn't know that it would be very interesting. But since then, a few of my other friends here on YouTube have done it. Wendy from My Life Wendy, Bella from Beauty and Beyond, and Natalie from The Beauty Diva. And I believe somebody said the tag was first done by someone else, Mary, but I don't know her and I don't know the name of her channel. So this tag consists of 21 questions about my first time. So let me get started. Question number 1. And I'll probably leave my glasses on for almost the entire video because I have to read each question and I can't see without my glasses. Alright, question number 1. Do you still talk to your first love? No. Question number 2. What was your first job? Well, that would be babysitting. Number 3. What was your first car? I never had a car of my own until, I guess I was in my 50s maybe, because I really don't care to drive. So if I had to drive somewhere when my kids were young, I would just use our one family vehicle. Number 4, who was the first person you texted today? That would be Linda Joy. Number 5, who was the first person you thought of this morning when you woke up? That would be Jesus. I pray before my feet hit the floor. Not a long prayer, just I say a few words. I thank God for waking me up, and I ask Him to guide me through the day and let Him know how much I need Him. Number 6, who was your first grade teacher? I have no clue what her name was. It was Sister somebody. It was a nun. I went to Catholic schools, and all I know is she was mean. They were all mean. They were all scary looking. And back then, that's when they would come around and crack you on the knuckles with a ruler and things like that. They were mean. So it was Sister somebody. I'll just call her Sister Mean. Number 7, where did you go on your first airplane ride? That would be to Hawaii. I went there when I was 17. That was my first and my last airplane ride. I have never been on an airplane since. Number 8, who was your first best friend and do you still talk to him or her? My first best friend was my cousin Paula. That was my dad's brother's daughter. Paula and I were cousins. We lived just a couple blocks from each other. We saw each other constantly because back then families got together all the time. And yes, I have talked to her recently in the past months. We lost track of each other over the years, but we found each other on Instagram and we just picked up right where we left off. Number 9, where was your first sleepover? Again, that would be at my cousin Paula's house. Number 10, who was the first person you talked to today? Again, that would be God. Number 11, whose wedding were you in for the first time? That would be my sister's. And the only other wedding I've ever been in was my cousin Paula's. Number 12, what was the first thing you did this morning? Prayed. Number 13, what was the first concert you ever went to? I never went to one. See, I told you I was boring. Number 14, first broken bone. I was 3 years old. I fell down the basement steps and I broke my left arm. Number 15, first piercing. That would be my ears. It's the only piercings I have, and I got them done when I was 40 years old. Late bloomer, what can I say? Number 16, first foreign country. Have never been to one. Number 17, first movie you remember seeing in the theaters. That would be Gone with the Wind in 1969. And I've only been to one other movie since then. Yep, one other movie since 1969. Number 18, when was your first detention? I never had detention. Number 19, who was your first roommate? I never had a roommate. The first person I ever lived with besides my mom and dad was when I got married and I lived with my husband. Number 20, what was the first lesson you ever took? That would be tap lessons. I took tap dancing, for years, starting at 3 years old. And number 21, who was the first beauty-related person you watched on YouTube? That would be Mary Ellen from the channel Mary Ellen After 60. Well, there you go. I did those 21 questions. I'm sure they weren't very interesting, but I'm glad I did it. It was fun. I do think tag videos like this are a great way for people to get to know each other, understand each other, know about our lives or how we were brought up or how we've changed and things like that. I think they're a lot of fun. Now, it's an open tag to my knowledge, so anybody that wants to do it, I say go ahead and do it. Well, now I'm going to leave you with an inside beauty tip. My inside beauty tip today is on doing what is right. In 1 John 5:4, everyone who is a child of God conquers the world, and this is the victory that conquers the world, our faith. You get impatient with your own life, trying to master a habit or control a sin. And in your frustration, you begin to wonder where the power of God is. Be patient. God is using today's difficulties to strengthen you for tomorrow. He is equipping you. The God who makes things grow will help you bear fruit. Dwell on the fact that God lives within you. Think about the power that gives your life. The realization that God is dwelling within you may change the places you want to go and the things you want to do today. Do what is right this week, whatever it is, whatever comes down the path, whatever problems and dilemmas you face. Just do what's right. Maybe no one else is doing what's right, but you do what's right. You be honest. You take a stand. You be true. After all, regardless of what you do, God does what is right. He saves you with His grace. That was a devotional that I read for today. We are so very blessed that we have God's grace on our life. We make wrong choices. We don't make good decisions sometimes. We take the wrong path. And sometimes we don't do what's right. But God's grace covers us. And just knowing that, it gives us hope for tomorrow, hope for our everyday life, and a chance to do better and better with each passing day. Taking it one day at a time, of course. I thank you so much for being here today. I truly do appreciate it. And until we meet again, this is the old girl signing out. See ya!